I hope you are doing well. In today's video, I am sharing microservices part 3. I can get multiple comments related to this. So today I will share the next video. So firstly, I already clear in the last two videos means microservices means we are inside one inside one folder we have three solutions or three applications different services, so these all the services are working independently, or we can make a different database or different structure. It's your choice. uh, for example, here I want to use PostgreSQL, here I want to use SQL. Yeah, here same I want to use another database, for example MongoDB. Here I want to use SQL. So it's you on your requirement. For example, I want to start for all. You also start, for example, if you want only, for example, I only want to changes here, and you also deploy independently, or any changes make a different git related to user services and products. It's your choice. For example, now I am only the starting the user. So now you can see. So here only open the user API. For example, I want to start all the services. For example, order, payment, and product. So it all are working independently. Let me show you. For example, I want to start multiple. I want to order API start. I want to payment API, product API, and user API. So I want to start here. Okay. So you can see it's four different tab will be open here. First for the order API. This is for the order and all the things are related to order API, order services. This is for the payment API. This is for the product API, and this is for the user API. So all are working independently, deploy independently, and for example, different user or different developer are working on it, so all are loosely coupled and we can follow solid principle, not dependent to each other. So like that way we can implement the microservices. So let's, for example, in my user, I can use a PostgreSQL. For example, I can use here PostgreSQL. I can, for example, I can create a new table for the just understanding. For example, here I can create new table. For example, I can create here table product. And next thing is we need to add here. So here I can add the product, and here products. I can already added the namespace. Let's save it. Okay, make it public. I can take 2 or 3 fold just for understanding. And okay, and what I can do, I am using here PostgreSQL, and same package I can install for this ng PostgreSQL anti-framework PostgreSQL. So for this, you need to install this PG admin. So you can there are multiple video related to this, how to install PG admin, and how to use the PostgreSQL. So for example, I want to add this new table. So I just add the all the step will be same. You need to install this package only, anti-framework for PostgreSQL. So after that, wait a minute. Just all the step will be same. Next step is we can run the command add migration or update database. Add migration, add product table, and here we need to select this as a starting project. For now we are selected multiple projects, so go to properties and select single project. So I want to change this in user API. Click on OK, and then here, and then update database. So you can see here, this is the DB user, and here we need to refresh this, and tables. So you can see this product table will be created here. We can take here three fields. So same three fields will be showing here. So this table will be created. And next, for example, here in the product, you want to use same structure we need to follow models radio. So I can just copy. For example, I can create a model table and same GTO folder. I can try to make a same structure. For example, I need to change the namespace. For example, same table I want to create in a SQL. So here I want to use SQL database, not this one. So same thing I can do here. I can use here the context. Same auto mapper, and this I need to copy and paste here. Here I want to use uh, product.data. And here also we need to install these packages. So I just copy from here. And here I want to use SQL. So I need to install that package related to SQL. So this one we need to install anti-framework SQL, and which project I need to. For example, this is for the product. So in that product data and API, because I also need to register in program.cs file, so I can install both here and click on the install button. And this package will be installed here, and add the namespace here. We need to add the reference. So we just hover here, and okay, I can delete this, or I can rename, because this product tab, like this solution name is products, that's why it's giving namespace error. So I can change it and rename user. So here I can add user. And here again, I can add users. Okay, let me check which error it's giving. User namespace is a namespace, but it's used like a type. Let me check here. Product dot domain dot models. Yeah, I can give any name, other name, for example, mm, student record. So I can change. Okay, why scale product domain models? I can remove. I only want a namespace here. Let it to this one product and this also let it product domain model. So I need a reference of domain table. So click on add button, project reference, and I need here not this one. I need domain. Click on the OK button. So I added only one reference here. Product domain I want. Okay, it's added. So next thing is we don't need to write this one, user or student, because we are using product control. For example, here we can use uh, SQL database. So we need to add here connection string. So here I can give a DV connection. For example, I am using SQL database. So we can give server is equal to localhost database is equal to product API DB and trust server certificate for the trusted connection gate is equal to true and integrated security is equal to true. So this thing we need to add here. Next, we need to add register here in the program.cs file. Builder dot service can give server is equal to local host. Database is equal to product API DB and trust server certificate for the trusted connection. Gate is equal to true and integrated security is equal to true. So this thing we need to add here. Next, we need to add register here in the program.cs file. Builder dot services dot add db context. Here we can pass our db context. That name is application db context. Here we already added the namespace. So I want product.data. And here we are using SQL Server, so this we need to install here. And next thing will be okay, all done. Next thing we need to add one package that is design Microsoft. Here, for example, here this we need to install in both in the product here and here. Okay, let me check. It's already installed, not installed. So we need to install this one. Can select here and here. So all the step will be done. Then close all the tab and I can add migration and update database. And here I need to choose same starting solution. Starting project will be product.api. So go to properties and selected here product.api and click on the OK. And here also we need to product.data. Here I want to make a migration folder. So add migration and inside these microservices we are implement onion architecture. And for example, we are adding student and student record table. Any name you can give a proper name for the migration. And then we can click here and update database. So let me check all the things will be correct. If not correct, we are getting, for example, this name will be same. So I just copy here and check this is same. Okay, so it's not same. So here we need to just copy this name and paste here. And here by giving error, we are using here product.data. Or we can give here name product TV context. So we don't have any confusion here. Just copy here, add this one here. Here also we need to put a not dual context. So let me rebuild. Any option here. So let's check. So we already added this reference product of data. So why it's not giving the option? Okay, product bottom here. So now it's giving option this product bottom probably context. And next step will be a migration will be added here. This migration will be added for the student and student record. ID is a primary key. And next step will be we can add. Okay, migration already added. Next step will be update database. Oh, sorry, here we need to choose solution that will be product of data. Okay, connection still not initialized. It means we are doing something wrong here. Trust surface certificate, integrity security, executive. So this thing we need to initialize here. So it's a startup time, so we can get uh, multiple debugging here we need to do in the first time when all the setup will be done. That time it's easy. Connection string is not initialized. Why it's giving error? Mm, design already installed here. SQL server. Okay. 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 So how it will be working? So here also we need to install one package that is tools, but it's not related to that. But we can try to install that one also. So tools is used to add migration and update database. So here we also need to install in product data and API. We need to install this one tools. Click on the install, apply, accept. And again we can check it. Product.data, database. Mm, connection string properly. Why getting this error? Let's check here. So we already added here server. And so we can select the startup project Mhm. Let's search it here. Or we can check in SQL Server. So server connection string that is correct. Here's something wrong. Should be inside. Okay. So here all the thing inside the connection string. So this is wrong here. Let's control Z and add connection string, and this will be inside here. Control X, control B, and yeah. So I think now it will be working. Okay, so this table will be created in the database. Let's check in the database. So we can give product API DB. So let's check here. So here I can use this server name because in my system it will be same authentication I can disable here. So same thing I can add it here. Database server localhost database and trust server setting for the trusted connection. And next thing will be so our database name will be here product API DB. So this one created here and student report. This table will be created here. So you can see in the first API we can use PostgreSQL and here we can use different database. So same for here you can use different database and your APIs will be different here. And inside every service we can use here uh, onion architecture. Next thing is we can make one another folder here, building blocks or any folder we can create that is used, for example, anything, any exception handler, any middleware that is used for the all. So that thing we can put here. For example, rather than writing inside every services, we can put it outside so that that can be commonly used. For example, any exception handler middleware I want to add in every product payment and product API. So here I can create one solution folder building blocks. And inside this, I want to API add project API utility. So I can console app or I can use class library, sorry. And I can give here API utility. And this is commonly used for all the APIs. And inside this it's our choice for our requirement. For example, I want to a different response for every API and any custom code you can custom or that can be used for the all the APIs that we can put here. So this is the part 3. Same thing you can try to do by yourself. Here you can use any MongoDB or here you can use any another database. So here we can use separately database I can and deploy in separately database, deploy APIs in separate way. So all the work are independently, not dependent to each other. Like every service have a different test case, unit case. So this is for part three. In the next video, we can see how we can implement with the help of proper structure. We can try to implement here test units, integration testing, or for example in every time we need to add update database, so we can try to reduce the code. So a good approach is we can reduce that code that is a duplicate and used multiple times, so that we can put in common and we can reuse that code rather than writing same code again and again. We can reuse the code. So same approach we can follow here. So this is part three. So if you like this video, please like, share, comment, and it really motivates me to make the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.